Now that we talked about the history of New Line Cinema, my addition, Justin, likes the Final Destination franchise, and my favorite is the Lord of the Rings franchise. What's your favorite film or franchise from New Line Cinema? Anyways, what should we talk about next?
Yeah, what should we dive into next? Any suggestions, Dad?
Maybe you should talk about our movie. It reached 5 years today.
You're right. Your movie reached 5 years since it got released.
Paw Patrol got a movie? What's this about?
Paw Patrol. The movie is a 2021 Canadian animated adventure comedy film based on the television series Paw Patrol, created by Keith Chapman. It was directed by Cal Brunker, who co-wrote the screenplay with Billy Frolic and Bob Barlin, and features the voices of Ian Armitage, Marsai Martin, Yara Shahidi, Kim Kardashian, Randall Park, Dax Shepard, Tyler Perry, Jimmy Kimmel, and Will Brisbane. Several cast members from the television series also reprised their roles, such as Ron Pardo, Keegan Hedley, Lily Bartlam, Kingsley Marshall, Shale Simons, and Kim Roberts, with others joining the cast. In the film, Ryder and the Paw Patrol pups are called to Adventure City in order to stop the recently elected Mayor Humdinger from wreaking havoc.
So how did it got produced? Ronan Harary announced that Spin Master Entertainment was considering whether to extend the Paw Patrol franchise into feature films at some point in the next 12 to 24 months in November 2017. Development began in February 2020, with Brunker attached to direct and Barlin and Frolic attached to write the screenplay. Voice casting took place from October 2020 to May 2021. Production was done remotely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The film was produced almost entirely in Canada. According to Brunker, 95% of everything happened in Canada, with the exception being some audio recording. Paw Patrol. The movie premiered at the View West End in London on August 8, 2021, and was theatrically released in Canada on August 20th by Elevation Pictures, and in the United States by Paramount Pictures. It was also made available on Paramount Plus on the same day in the United States. The film received mixed reviews from critics and was a box office success, grossing $151 million against a budget of $26 million. A sequel, Paw Patrol, The Mighty Movie, was released in 2023, and a third film, Paw Patrol, The Dino Movie, was released on August 14th, 2026.
During the response, Chase sees some citizens trapped on a balcony and parachutes down to rescue them, but he forgets to take off his parachute and gets blown over the railing by a wind gust, badly frightening him. The next day, Humdinger unveils the loop extension he has designed for the local L train. The structure quickly breaks, leaving a train stranded upside down atop a loop. Ryder sends Chase up to a rooftop to zipline across and rescue the passengers, but Chase freezes in panic. Sky rescues him, and Marshall saves the passengers instead. After the train rescue, Ryder advises Chase to take a break. Chase angrily accuses Ryder of betraying his trust and giving up on him, and runs away. However, he is captured and taken to an obedience school, converted into a dog pound. Liberty allows herself to be captured as well, so she can speak with Chase and the other impounded dogs. The rest of the Paw Patrol follows Liberty, breaking into the pound and releasing the prisoners. As the other pups return to headquarters, Ryder takes Chase to the intersection where he had found Chase as a small puppy, and explains that he adopted Chase because he saw bravery in him. After being called by Captain Turbot to rescue a truck driver who has crashed through a suspension bridge, The Paw Patrol receives a message from a dachshund named Liberty, who informs them that their arch-nemesis Mayor Humdinger has just taken over nearby Adventure City in a fixed election. Chase initially refuses to go, as he has PTSD from being abandoned by his original owners in the city when he was younger, but reluctantly agrees to go after Ryder assures him everything will be fine. As Ryder and the pups settle into their new headquarters, Humdinger travels to a meteorology laboratory and commandeers a cloud catcher designed to suction up small clouds for research. Despite the warnings of head meteorologist Dr. Kendra Wilson, Humdinger uses the device to keep the city constantly free of rain. He later attempts to set off too many fireworks at once at a show, and the Paw Patrol, aided by Liberty, suit up to respond to the ensuing chaos. Later, Humdinger reveals an extension he has added to the city's tallest skyscraper, putting his office at the very top. Kendra attempts to warn an indifferent Humdinger that the cloud catcher is being overworked and will soon dangerously malfunction. The machine goes critical, unleashing a hurricane on the town. Kendra calls the Paw Patrol to respond. They suit up, and Ryder names Liberty as their newest member and gives her a motor scooter to ride. As the pups help the citizens take cover, Ryder ascends to Humdinger's office and convinces him to evacuate by getting on the elevator. Ryder manually releases the elevator cables to quickly lower Humdinger and his kittens to the ground. He attempts to rappel down after them, but the storm blows the tower extension into another building, trapping Ryder in the debris. Seeing the tower fall, Chase uses a special motorcycle with suction cup tires to ride up the side of a skyscraper, arriving at the gap where the falling tower split its neighboring building. After briefly freezing up again when he realizes he cannot use his grappling hook, Chase remembers Ryder's words about his bravery and takes a leap of faith across the gap, finding Ryder trapped in the rubble on the other side and freeing him. They hurry down to safety while Sky sacrifices her helicopter to destroy the cloud catcher and end the storm. Once the weather clears, Chase arrests Humdinger for gross negligence, public endangerment, and dog napping, and he gets removed from office. The Paw Patrol is later given the key to Adventure City in a major ceremony held by Kendra and news reporter Marty Muckraker. As Ryder gives Liberty her own pup tag and collar to make her a true member of the team, one of the former Pound Dogs calls the team for help, and they happily depart for another rescue.
Movie voice actors? Ian Armitage as Chase, brave pup 7 years old, German Shepherd, police pup. Marcy Martin as Liberty, long-haired dachshund, grew up in Adventure City, crowd dog, newest PAW Patrol member. Yara Shahidi as Dr. Kendra Wilson, scientist at university. Randall Park as Butch, big man, Mayor Humdinger's guard, keeps pups from Adventure City. Dax Shepard as Reuben, skinny man, another guard for Mayor. Tyler Perry as Gus, truck driver. Jimmy Kimmel as Marty Muckraker, news anchor with wig at Adventure City News. Keegan Headley as Rubble, determined 5-year-old English bulldog, construction pup. Lily Bartlam as Sky, happy 7-year-old cockapoo, aviator pup. Kingsley Marshall as Marshall, loyal but clumsy 6-year-old Dalmatian. Firefighting pup. Callum Schonecker as Rocky, clever 6-year-old mixed breed recycling pup. Ron Pardo as Mayor Humdinger, arch nemesis. Foggy Bottom Mayor, elected in Adventure City. Kim Roberts as Mayor Goodway, Adventure Bay Mayor, Paul Bronstein as tough guy on Subway. Monique Alvarez as Carmen, entrepreneur, local bodega owner. Neil Crone as Tony, grocery store owner. Jamila Ross as camera woman for Marty, muckraker. Josh Robert Thompson as fireworks technician for Mayor's show. Joe Ping as Barney. Old English sheepdog, Fuzzy Buddies, school inmate. Charles Gallant as Harris, overweight Labrador, Fuzzy Buddies inmate. Richard Binsley as Rocket, Jack Russell Terrier, Fuzzy Buddies inmate, Raul Baneja as dad, and Sarah Chaudhry as daughter. But 5 side characters with no lines. Francois Turbot, Katie, Mr. Porter, Farmer Al, and Farmer Yumi. Petrie say, production company is Spin Master Entertainment and distributed by Elevation Pictures in Canada and Paramount Pictures everywhere.
And Chase has got a backstory revealed from the movie. He was abandoned on the harsh streets of Adventure City as a tiny, frightened puppy. While lost and alone, he almost got hit by a truck before Ryder stepped in, saved him, and brought him back to Adventure Bay to form the PAW Patrol. When the team is called to help Adventure City, Chase freezes up and refuses to go. He confesses he is terrified of returning because he fears the city will prove he is still just a scared little puppy instead of a real hero. Ryder takes Chase back to the exact alley where they first met. Ryder reminds Chase that he didn't rescue him out of pity, but because he saw a brave, resilient pup who kept getting back up despite the dangers. This emotional moment helps Chase overcome his past trauma, accept his inner strength, and step up to save the metropolis.
Oh man, that's not good.
And here's a question. Do you hate arguing?
Arguing? Oh, no. Petrie no like arguing. Who really enjoy it? Petrie rather soar in sky with friends than go back and forth on silly things. Let's spread joy, not stingy words.
Yeah, arguing is just exhausting. Really, why waste energy on disagreements when we can focus on the sweet things in life, like flying and finding food? Let's keep it peaceful and fun instead.
Oh, arguing? Not my favorite. It just leads to a headache. I mean, couldn't we all just agree to disagree?
I don't want to argue with you neither. But, I agree on that one.
Do I hate arguing? Well, it can get spicy, but where's the fun in just agreeing all the time? Just keep it clever, and I'm all in.
Oh, arguing? Nah, it's not my style. I mean, why waste time bickering when you could be out swiping treasures? Arguments just lead to a bunch of hot air and no fun. So, let's skip the drama and keep it playful, amigo.
I thought so too. Even my addition Justin doesn't like argument. He prefers calm talks and safety problem solving. Safety first.